What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday to y'all. Well, at the time of the video, happy Sunday to y'all. But happy whatever day it is y'all watch this video to y'all. So hope y'all doing well, y'all chilling, y'all safe, and hopefully y'all day is going peaceful. So that's all I gotta say on that. So let's get right into the topic of today's video, which is about Gogeta's neutral. Tips on Gogeta's neutral. So just like I said for the previous video about Gogeta block streams, which you should watch, by the way, this is not a case of do this, whatever you do is wrong. It's more so just what I do with Gogeta, and kind of in my experience use them and what works for me. So if it's something that y'all do, y'all can definitely suggest it to me. Let me know in the comments. I'm always open to things that might help me in neutral with Gogeta, whatever the case may be. So just wanted to get that little part out the way. So now let's officially get into it. So the first thing about that I want to say with Gogeta neutral is, even though he got buffed this season, he's still kind of committing to a lot. He's still committing to a lot, and you gotta, I feel like his neutral, you gotta kind of fill out the opponent to kind of base around what you want to do. So I explain further when I talk about his clones. So, which is the first point I want to talk about with his neutral, and that's his clone beam. This right here. What's the terminology? 236S. So, as y'all know, once this move hits, it automatically does the follow-up. So from there, you can call an assist, go into whatever. So that's the easiest way to get in. That's the easiest way to get in. So of course you can do this, do the Galagun angle, and another option that people don't use too often is when you're already in the air. If you're already in the air, you just use the clone that's closest near the ground, and then it'll scope out the opponent. So that's actually pretty useful. I don't use it enough, but I'm slowly starting to use this, like from the air. You see how it covers like some real good spots. Like the Galagun one actually covers a pretty decent angle too, because I hate using Galagun because I just don't like it. The angle is just so weird. But see, if I use it from the clone, it actually reaches here compared to if I just did Galagun from here, because you see it changes the position just a little. So another thing to keep in mind is that people like the super dash. So let me see. Okay, let me do it like this. Okay, so this way the computer blocking for a long time so I can see if it's punishable. So that happens more often than you think. People super dash, people super dash your clones. So what I like to do is, which kind of helps in neutral as well, is kind of faking the clones. Let me see. Alright, let me see how it looks. That's how it's supposed to look. So, and trust me, that happens, baiting people out like that happens more often than you think. I'm gonna have a clip at the end of the video just in case y'all think I'm lying. That happens more often than y'all think, that I use this, somebody super dash, and you can do that. You know, of course you can EX, you know, level 3, you know, punish them, whatever the case may be. And another thing is, when you have meter, I think I covered this in the last video, but I cover it here. You know, neutral is kind of about closing the gap and getting in and winning. So you can also use the clones to get in. You know, as you can see, it jails. You know, each clone. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I think I'm lying. I think I'm lying. Oh, see, now that one was meaty for some reason. Alright, well, glad I found that out now instead of in the match. But for sure, you know, the ground clone, you can vanish for free, you know, and then be plus. Same way you can do 5S and it jails. You can do Galagun, it jails. So Galagun is harder, and me personally, I recommend you don't use Galagun unless you're using it in the clone. As you can see from what we learned earlier, Galagun from the clone actually covers like a pretty solid angle. So I say, and that's weird that he was able to vanish that. I guess he was a little too high, but yeah, it's still, you know, pretty good to use. So, and of course, this closes the gap. 5S to EX record. You know, that closes the gap for you. And you don't have to use 5S, that's the thing. You can also just, you know, when an opponent, you see the opponent double jumping, for example, and you know, they about to jump again. Oh wow. There we go, that's how it's supposed to look. But, you know, you can just do EX record full screen, you know, and the opponent got to hold all that. So that's a nice way to kind of close the gap. And of course, how can I forget Super Dash? So maybe people that watch me a lot, y'all notice I Super Dash not a whole lot, like predictably. You know, like I'm not predictable with Super Dashes. At least I don't think so. But I know I Super Dash a bit more often with Gogeta than I do with Brotinks. Brotinks. Gotinks or Broly. Brotinks. Alright. So Super Dash is real good with Gogeta because you can, you know, you can just do DP and then you right in the corner. Like from this distance, if I were to Super Dash, as y'all can see, you know, Gogeta's JH, it reaches pretty far, so it instantly pushes you to the corner, you know. And a situation like, say for instance, you about right here, you can always do this. I would mess it up. This one kind of hard to do. You can always just do that, you know, get the corner back, or, you know, you can always do this. That pushes you to the corner as well. So Super Dash is actually really good to use with Gogeta because he got ways to, you know, to get you to the corner. See? So Super Dash is actually pretty good with Gogeta. So of course, you know, don't abuse it because you will definitely get 2H and die for it. So definitely don't abuse it. And on the flip side, Gogeta actually has ways to, you know, like if your reaction is on point and you just the guru, you know, you just the reaction guru, Gogeta actually can really punish people that try to Super Dash at him. So, you know, you can always do this. Let me see. Do I got the timer down? It looks like I don't. There we go. So Gogeta's JL is actually like, you know, pretty good. So, you know, of course, you can EX DP. You can medium DP. And then I messed it up. But, you know, that's more so if you got the reactions down to do all that. This one, I think is pretty good. I just don't use it enough because I don't believe in my reactions like that, to that degree at least. So the good thing about, and Gogeta's JL is also actually pretty good in neutral too. Like you know, when y'all kind of in the air, you can also use his JL. So his JL is like, so like I'm gonna just do Gotenks JL. So you see how, you know, it just knocks you down. Gogeta's, you know, you just mashing it, and then he already, you know, his wall bounces you. So that's kind of a good thing about his, is like it kind of like auto confirms for you, so you can kind of be dancing around in neutral a bit. You know, if the opponent kind of floating around everywhere, you can always just, you know, use JL to get in, or of course his JM. His JM you gotta manually time, you know, like to confirm yourself, but JL is, you know, better in that case. So this is my favorite one to use, his command grab. I know y'all see me do this often, full screen command grab. His command grab is like, it'll catch you off guard if you're not used to it, you know, or if you're not used to seeing it. And a good thing is, you know, for those that don't know, when you double jump, you can't jump no more until you hit the ground again. So I got the computer set to, as you can see, double jump, then he jump again. You can time it, you know, if you got it like that, if you're nice like that, you can time it to hit the opponent right as they land and they can't jump out. So that's actually really good that Gogeta can do that. And of course, you know, if people catch on to that, you know, of course, you can get punished. But on the flip side of that, you can 2H if the opponent knows that's what you're trying to do. So that's why I say Gogeta, his neutral, it seems like is more so, you know, you gotta kind of fill out your opponent, see how they kind of like to play and dance around the screen and whatnot. He is very passive, you know. Everything he do, for the most part, you really gotta commit to it. So you really gotta fill out your opponent first and kind of see how they maneuvering around the screen and things like that. Like, this stuff come in handy. You know, how often do you see situations like this happen? You know, somebody want to call an assist, you know, and Gogeta's command grab just goes through it. The opponent not thinking about it, you know, and then you win, you +5. So, and of course, you can confirm and then go into, you know, damage or whatever. So it's really good to use. I use it a lot. So, and another thing about his command grab full screen. Alright, I gotta set it. Okay, let me see. So yeah, that's how it is. So you do it full screen. Like, if you kinda late, Gogeta will be able to block in time, which is when he'll be able to 2H. I'm kind of messing it up now, but yeah, sometimes people catch they visually see he doing command grab at the last minute, and then they'll try to punish, and then you can 2H them for it. Sometimes people just, you know, let it rock. Other times people try to catch that last second of the animation and think, you know, Gogeta takes 1,000,000 years to recover. He actually can 2H you for that. So command grab, you know, it don't hurt to like sneak in your own assist to make the opponent kind of scared to, you know, really do stuff or move. So it's also good, you know, just to throw it out because the opponent is expecting to block and assist or something like that. And then here's where the mind game come in. The opponent starts to, you know, jump in the air because they don't want to stay on the ground for the command grab. And then that's when you start using your clone. You use your up clone to bring them down to the ground, call an assist, and now you win. So that's how that works. Again, it goes back to what I was saying. You filling out your opponent, see how they, you know, kind of what they like to do, and are they aware of the command grab going full screen, or, you know, are they kind of in the air a lot to avoid it? So you got to pay attention to those things to kind of really excel at Gogeta's neutral. So another thing I want to mention is, alright, let me see, do I set it up right? Just a quick note, if you ever hit somebody with 5S and then you cancel into, alright, let's see, can I do it? There we go, I'm +1 now. So a lot of times people will just get hit by, you know, a raw 5S, and then I just instantly cancel into beam. So the thing about this is, let me see. Oh, I know how to set it up so I can show y'all what I mean. So I get hit with 5S, for example. I got hit, you know, so I'm still recovering from the 5S, and then I do the clone. So if I try to super dash, as you can see, he recovers in time that, you know, I actually can. Hold on, am I lying? Am I lying? Alright, I'm walking back, I'm walking back, I'm walking back. Oh, okay, so if you do it right away, but if, so that's what happens there. So the opponent, yeah, if the opponent were to double jump to try to avoid the beam, then they safe. But if they just wake up and do it, you know, they can punish you. But of course, again, you can just do this and then just cancel. That's what I like to do too. So as you can see, you know, so just imagine I didn't have meter, for example. So I'm gonna set Gogeta to do level 3. As you can see, I'm gonna get punished for that. So what I like to do is I like to do this, is to cancel, you know, whether it's on hit or block, I just like to cancel it. So it don't happen often, well, at all actually, but it's just a little something I like to do because it look cool too. But, you know, just to escape, you know, that recovery, I like to just cancel into the clone just to make myself recover faster so I can, you know, do 5S again or whatever the case may be. You know, of course you can vanish if they were to do that, but I'm just saying if you didn't have meter, you can do that. So we was on the clones, we was on command grab, then we went back to the clones somehow. All right, so now JH, I don't really use this one, but JH is actually like, you know, like if you bow right here, JH actually, you know, it'll reach, and then you can just go into your assist call, and let me make sure it jails. Yeah, so it jails, and then if it hits, you know, because you most of the time you more than likely gonna auto confirm into this. So you can probably just, you know, do something like that. Oh, so that don't combo together. But it's still frame trap, so that's still good. So at least you can kind of, you know, cover yourself when you do JH. So I'd say it's pretty solid. I don't use it enough. I need to, you know, or at least give it a try and see if it's like really good. But you know, it got decent range, so I think it's pretty useful. So this one is something that I've been incorporating a little bit, and that's his 5M. So I'm gonna just have the opponent, you know, jump towards me. So I'm sure oftentimes you see people do this, you know, because they probably trying to see you doing command grab and then, you know, punish you for it. So what I like to do is I like to use 5M to kind of catch them out the air. And as you can see, I'm -2 from the air. Normally 5M is -8, but since it caught him from the air, I'm -2. So, you know, I can cancel into Rekka. And Rekka is -2. So Rekka normally, the first hit, if y'all remember from my block stream video, is -8. So that's something that, you know, you can incorporate. And this one I actually learned from the Gogeta Discord. Shout outs to y'all. So normally when you do light Rekka to medium Rekka, it's just a frame trap. But if the opponent, if it's from the air, it jails. So that's, you know, I can't really use the assist that well. Like the light to medium Rekka mix don't really go too well with my team. But if you got like a high block stun assist, that's like, you know, something you really can, you know, incorporate. And of course, you can always just 2H if you want to as well. But, you know, this is, using 5M is not bad. Of course, since it goes so far, you gotta, you know, be careful that it don't whiff. But yeah, you know, a lot of times, so that was a little too low to the ground. But, and then this the thing too, I did it wrong, but you know, 5M can also, I was gonna say it was gonna catch it, but I tried to be cute and cool now. But you know, you can use 5M for jumps, you know, people jumping forward, or of course 2H and then just cancel into Rekka, you know, just to hold them in place and then, you know, call an assist after that. And then here is my favorite one. This is my absolute favorite one. So it's the reason I got GT and GT and UI on the screen. So how you do this again? Oh, okay, here we go. So I'm sure y'all play GT players that love doing this. Okay, let me see. So Gogeta's air level 1, this one here, it covers a pretty good ground that, as you can see, it kind of scatters. So you can actually, you know, punish the opponent for a bad beam. And his air level 1 actually does the most damage raw. Now in combos, it don't do the most damage, but when you use it just raw like this, and the thing is, you have enough time, because when you play against people, so that did more because I got all the hits in, just for those wondering. So you know, when you play GT players and they dancing around, you know they finna do beam. So, you know, and same goes for UI. You know, when UI, you know, because they don't want to do this too often because it ain't covering nothing. They want to do this. And as you can see, I'm holding back. and you have more than enough time to actually hit confirm, or you know, see that it hit, and then just go into that, and you see how much damage that does just from a raw level level 1. So use that. I'm telling you, use that. His air level 1 is like really good. So at times when, you know, for instance, you might have missed the super dash, you know you ain't gonna reach him in time, you can always just air level 1. Sometimes all of his might not connect, sometimes it do. So I see that it did more hits, so I think that was like the max number of hits. That 2380 is the damage. So I think that is it. I think that's it. So like I say, I'm finna show y'all. I got the clip at the end of the guy getting 2H that tried to super dash my clone. Just like I say, just so y'all know I ain't lying. It's real. Baiting people out like that is real. But, you know, just in closing, just remember, Gogeta's neutral, you know, especially if you got him on point like I do, you gotta kind of wait it out and kind of fill out the opponent and kind of see how they like to play, how they like to maneuver around the screen. You know, do they like to super dash a lot, you know, or are they pretty passive? And when you play people that's pretty passive, you know, that's when this comes in handy. You know, when they kind of dancing around and they kind of stationary like this, that's when this comes in handy. But when they kind of, you know, jumping in the air a lot, you can always do this. Or remember, you can always use the air clones. Use the clones from the air, which covers a unique distance, I'd say. So just remember again, you gotta fill them out. Gogeta's neutral is not, you know, is what we can work with. You know, these the cards we was dealt. You know, so he got ways to maneuver around and kind of combat characters, but you gotta play them in neutral, or unless you got assists that help you get in just much easier, like GT Goku or UIB assist or something like that. You know, you'll be able to get in more easily. But like for somebody like with a team like mine, all I got is Broly, you know, A assist, Gotenks A assist. It kind of works because I can just do this and super dash in. But of course, super dashing in is like not good neither. As you see, I can as you can see, got tongue twisted, you know, I can get in that way. But yeah, just keep all that in mind. But I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. You know, I know y'all some busy people and y'all took time out y'all day to listen to me. So I thank y'all the real MVP. I hope everybody have a safe, beautiful, and blessed day. And until next time, y'all take care. And if y'all got any questions, comments, y'all always just, you know, comment down below. I always respond. So y'all take care and peace out.